in our country and contributed to the spirit of America and have helped establish America as a place of freedom and opportunity. And whereas their contributions have illustrated what is best about our great nation and their hard work, love of country, and deep commitment to faith and family have shaped the character of our country and helped consider an action utilizing the Office of Court Administration Collection Improvement Program. Have any discussion on this item?
Even the camera's facing this way.
I'd like to go first, but I feel pretty certain this is going to go 3-3. I didn't place this on the agenda, John did, and that's just right. But this is going to go 3-3, I would think. And I'm sure we all feel as strong as we did either way on it 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, where we met. But I would like this with promise. See, this is October. I want to revisit this in January.
I agree.
Okay, we have a motion?
Well, I just wanted to go first. You want to speak now, sir? There's no use us getting on the bus and fighting.
Right. I agree with what you're saying. Let's revisit this. We kind of have an idea about the outcome's going to be, but revisiting this.
Unless anybody changes their mind.
John,
Have you changed your mind?
No.
You're not going with us?
Surprise, surprise.
Feel free, John, to make any comments you want.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to belabor the point.
Let me get our
I've got a question. Omni, is that a state?
Omni works with the DPS.
DPS. And okay, so we have DPS working for us as well. They're helping us. The state agency working for us. Is it costing us anything? Do they pay for all the, I guess, the stamps, everything else, mailing, all this good stuff? So they're doing basically the same thing that this other company would do. Is that correct? Or am I missing something? Okay.
Then we have the law firm take care of the rest.
Okay, and my understanding is that the law firm is also, if by any chance the police department has a wrong address, which I don't think would happen, but anyway, if we do have a wrong address for someone, then this law firm has the means or the capability of searching and looking for this individual.
If they come in, of course, we get their current address when they come in too.
Okay. Do you know if the law firm uses like a workforce site or anything like that to be able to go in with their social to find where they're being employed, where they can be served if they need to be or anything to that effect?
What was the question again?
This law firm, do you believe that they have the capability of using either workforce or some type of agency that way to find out where they're employed in case we have in case we can't find an individual that has made an agreement to pay and they failed to do so, and if we need to go arrest this individual for whatever reason, or I say we, but I mean the police department, then they're able to locate them anyway. Is that correct?
They will probably have more capability than what we have. One of the Office of Court Administration is not a state office, right? That's correct. Something like community council. It's funded by the Supreme Court, but it's not a state agency. Something like the community council, funded by the government, they're not state agency.
I just think that we have DPS, which is the premier law enforcement agency of the state, helping us already. I think that, and I'm with Cody and with Lecho in regards to, let's try what we're doing now, and let's revisit later. If this isn't working, then why not revisit it? It took me service anyways, go out here. Let's just give services that we agreed to at this point work.
And like I said, I still feel strongly the Office of Court Administration would only benefit our other collection efforts. I feel very strongly about that, but to avoid the conflict that this is going to bring up if we keep talking about it, I just think it's agreeable to everybody at this stage. We'll revisit this in January. It's going to be 3-3.
You can disagree without being disagreed.
And then, but I certainly will look at all the numbers between now and January, and if it looks like they could help us at all increase our collections, which is increase our city coffers as well as the state coffers, obviously, then we should do it.
Now, like I said, I'm not going to belabor the point, and if that's the will, I'll wait till January. You know, I'll just simply say, that until we brought this up, we were doing a piss poor job with the assets already in place. And now we're suggesting that those assets are all of a sudden gonna turn into a lean, mean, efficient machine. Let me just say, if this was a business, it'd be bankrupt. It's that black and white. You know, I don't for the life of me understand why we would not take any and all free available help to us, you know, whether it came from the state in this instance or it came from a third party who simply volunteered their time, whatever the scenario was, why we would not take advantage of free, unencumbered time and labor that was offered to us by the Court of Administration and their staff, who was here and spoke to us. I don't understand. You know, and my last question will be for Mr. Flores or for the judge is not here. You know, what have we done since this began on the 22,000 tickets to continue to be unaccounted for? Are we going to turn those tickets over to this law firm to make some attempt? Because they indicated that they could collect or attempt to collect on all outstanding tickets, whether or not the individuals showed up for court or not.
In the first place, the finance director is the one that's in charge of the municipal courts and the citations. Not the court, not the prosecuting attorney. That question should be directed to them.
Well, like I said, my question was for you because until recently, the staff was not taking that upon themselves and the court seemed to run itself, and it was running itself into the ground.
Again, let me say, the complete supervisor was not me, wasn't me, was on the court. There was the finance director who was in charge of the municipal courts. In fact, there was only one clerk. I advised that one clerk was not sufficient to do the business. And I advised that another clerk was necessary. And by the same token, the CPA also advised that another clerk be employed.
Now, did you make those recommendations in the budget year of '04? Because that's when I arrived, and during that budget year, I don't recall that recommendation at least verbalized in council. And the reason I state that is because actually the first year I was here and was simply, you know, elected right up against the budget time, that we actually removed a position from the court clerk. And it was voted upon by this council to remove that position because it was indicated to us at the time that we didn't need it.
Again, it's not up to me to make the recommendation. It was up to the finance director. I'm not in charge of the municipal clerks and the municipal court.
Okay, but the attorneys could, in fact, attempt to collect on the 22,000, roughly 50% of every citation
I would imagine that
presented to court.
100% if possible.
Okay.
Joe, have we seen an improvement since?
Yeah, I'd like for Joe has put some information here, not only regarding municipal court, but utility and other departments. But we've got Patsy and Norma and Debbie and Leanne and Carmen over here, and they made tremendous progress in the last 2 to 3 weeks. And Joe, I'll let you go ahead and comment on that as to what we're doing. And we're working very closely with Eli Mendoza and Ruben Martinez, the auditors. And I think we're moving very well and feel very good about it. And I had a visit with Eli Mendoza Friday afternoon and told him that we wanted everything, whether it would be municipal court, utility department, whatever it is, we want it to be as clear and direct without any audit violations or any concerns whatsoever, because we can do that. It's just